Hello, my name is Alexis Madison. Today I'll be showing the art of emergency dispatching and the how to answer a basic 911 call. To help me, I'll be using my headset. This is a standardized headset that most 911 operators use to answer phone calls and speak on the radio. I'll also be using my EMD cards. That stands for Emergency Medical Dispatching. This shows us how to answer a medical call and how to instruct people on what to do. Some of the basics in here are like CPR, airway control, the Heimlich maneuver, allergic reactions. So, the first thing I'll talk about is medical dispatching. If someone needs an EMS, I'll still answer the phone and say 911, where is your emergency? Because location is what's most important. If someone has something like an animal bite, this card is for animal bites. And it shows us what to say when someone does indeed call for an animal bite. We want to know if they're conscious and breathing. If so, we want to contain the bite. For example, I'll have them get a clean cloth. They'll cover it and wrap it with the clean cloth, and they won't take it off for no reason. So, if the blood soaks up the towel, you'll just get a new towel and continue to wrap it, but don't ever take it off. So, next, I'll talk about the fire department. We still answer the phone, 911, where is your emergency? We want to get the location first. They'll give us their address, and then we'll proceed to find out what's going on. I get a lot of calls with people saying that their house is smoky, their fire alarm is going off, and it's because they're trying to clean their oven. When you clean your oven, it's supposed to go to a high temperature so that it can melt any food that is stuck inside of the oven, and that's its way of cleaning it. Sometimes that food can smoke up the kitchen and the entire house, or it can set the oven on fire. So when you have smoke or fire that is contained to an oven, you still have to dispatch it as a structure fire, but it's not necessarily a structure fire. So technically you don't need all of the personnel, but you still have to dispatch it. Okay, so when we get the fire department on the way, it's the same if it was a police or an ambulance. You use the same headset, you get on the radio, and you just say what you need. A few names that we use for fire trucks are engines, towers, or quints. So we say, I'm going to need a quint and I'm going to need a tower to respond to this. Most of the time we do send a rescue. A rescue is another word for an ambulance. Most of the time we do send a rescue just in case people had too much smoke inhaled or just in case people start to feel ill. It's just a standard thing to do just to cover all ends. So that's it for a fire truck. Next we have a police car. That's my personal favorite. My favorite is because obviously I would like to be a police officer, but we still answer the phone the same, 911, where is your emergency? We'll get their address, 123 Littletail Street. We can get them on the way as soon as we know what they're going to. So if I get a caller that says, I see a woman and a man outside, they seem to be pushing and shoving, they seem to be arguing, I say, okay, sounds like a domestic to me. Radio needs units 1 and units 34 for a possible domestic outside of this address. Get my officers on the way, still have the caller on the phone. I need descriptions of these people. I need to know where exactly they're at outside. Do these people have any weapons? Weapons is very important because it lets my officers know what they're walking into, and it also protects my caller since they're in eyes view of them. So, if we were to receive a different call, this call us to domestic, so we don't necessarily have to go lights and sirens, but we drive faster than usual. Now, if it was a hot call, like lights and sirens call, though I can't really say it's not my favorite. I know that sounds weird, but it's one of my favorite calls because it gives me the opportunity to do what I do best. It gives me the opportunity to save a life, whether it's for police, fire, or EMS. And it gives me the opportunity to actually put what I've learned to work. So some of the calls that we get for when they're hot calls, we get CPR in progress, we get domestic like assault as if there's a weapon involved and someone is being beat. These two people were just pushing and shoving, so nobody was in immediate danger for their life. But a real domestic where somebody's being pistol whipped or punched in the face or something like that, that's a hot call, or an actual structure fire where the entire structure is on fire, that's another thing I will call a hot call. So those are the basics to answering a 911 call. Always remember, 911, where is your emergency? Location is the most important. And that's about it on the art of emergency dispatching. Thank you.